What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into Chase Games, and today, this is some general advice for new players on a fresh account, and to give you the proper perspective and point of view instead of hearing things from guys that started 6 months ago. I have rolled a fresh account. It's free to play. It's not an account that I had stored gems on from before, which I did have one of those, and I got pretty lucky, and that would have been fun to play, but I didn't. I did a fresh reroll, and I did it with the 16,000 gems that we have right now, and I've done more summons on it, and I swear, I don't think... I got one dupe of Burning Gundam, which is just mostly unnecessary, but I haven't gotten any supporters to really help me. My best supporter is Natasha. I can't even get a dupe on her, even though she's increased rates right now. But by no means am I going through with a bad team. I've got Burning Gundam, 1 star now. I've got Unicorn Gundam. I've got F91 at 1 star. I think that's another thing that I pulled the dupe for, but believe me, he's not essential. He's doing well enough. I am using my G-Quux, and when I hit level 15, which was very recent, I did put SP coins into him. I'll make another video about that. And then I've been using the Fierce Assault unit, Byerlin custom. And he's doing pretty well. Again, by no means unreplaceable. I actually did start off with the Shuffle Alliance. So my Burning Gundam, and then the four super modes of the Shuffle Alliance you can see here. But honestly, like, I don't know, you could probably take on... They're not... I'll say it this way. They're not great on auto. 2 tanks, a support, and a nothing special in Dragon mode. You know, only the Dragon is an attacker, and he's nothing special, as far as I saw. Yeah, I would not do the Shuffle Alliance, but they're good enough. I got through a lot of the game with them. And I still use them for anything where I can bring like 2 free squads, or if they fit into the tag for Eternal Road. I have gotten a few of the Eternal Roads done. Obviously nothing on Expert. I got 2 of the hard modes done for the some of the beginner missions tabs. Yeah, the the 6-month anniversary one required 2. I could have repeated the same one, but Burning Gundam... Well, I had enough for the UC series team eventually, and then Burning Gundam made the alternative series pretty easily. I think he could have soloed it. I didn't even have a max level. It actually took me longer to get through normal modes, because you can't choose the normal modes with God Gundam. Yeah, because they're all series. None of them are tags, at least not yet. Yeah, all the normal modes are series, so I couldn't choose it with God Gundam. Alright, so where am I at in story? Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I have been spending a lot of time grinding this account, which is why I'm not making a ton of videos right now. So I skipped ahead a little bit, but you could see... Yeah, I'm like halfway through Unicorn right now. It's actually not about difficulty, it's just time. The stages in this game, especially when you're playing absent-mindedly, like just keeping it on the background, skip, skip, skip. Boy, it takes forever. But yeah, I did Char's counterattack. That's the last wave of main stages. I haven't been trying the hard modes. I did, I've got like the first stage completely clear. I'm sure I could get some of the easier hard modes down here. I just haven't gone back. Today's the first day. I've been playing this account for like 3 or 4 days. This is the first day I have not been stamina capped. It's just so... the stamina just keeps coming and coming and coming. Even now, yeah, I'm not that far from rank 16, and I will finish the the second to last tab on the intermediate. Yeah, so I'm beyond the beginner missions. I'm almost done with the intermediate missions. Now I know the expert mode missions. I think it's just expert mode missions. They've got some cool prizes. They've got a guaranteed UR unit and then a guaranteed UR supporter. I think they have both. Ticket from the OG13 units and then the OG15 supporters. Really great prizes, but they start slowing down a bit. You're not going to blaze through those as fast. Yeah, I've been able to do all of the events all the character requests very easily. You don't even get the third slot until level 13 or 14, I believe. The upgrade stages, I would say like day 3 on this account, day 4. And again, this is me like playing this as a secondary account and working full time. Yeah, I think it was my 3rd day of play. I was able to complete level 5, 3 stars. It's not too hard. Burning Gundam will look. All you have to do is take it off auto and have Burning Gundam take out one of the mobs, and then he'll do all or most of the damage to the mobs, the boss rather. And I don't even have mine upgraded, the weapon abilities. Yeah, his EX. Oh, I'm sorry. I have his EX at level 2, and the other one at 3. Anyway, there's not a whole lot of advice so far. I'm just telling you that this is not anything special, okay, account-wise. Minimal luck, okay? Anybody could get this account straight from their reroll, these units, okay? I didn't even get a UR supporter. I picked up Andrew Watfield along the way. He's 100% useless on this account. He's fairly useless on any account. Natasha's great, but I actually decided to not go with the Shuffle Alliance team, so my only G Gundam unit was Burning Gundam. So I have been using the completely free-to-play Zenon Teagle under the UC series tag. That's my main supporter. That's it, boys. Like, he's a 14% leader skill, so leader isn't that important, and my Burning Gundam is actually off leader skill for that. So you don't need a great supporter. I still suggest that rerollers go for the limited supporter, but you know, that's just because he's going to be they're so hard to get afterwards. So my advice for new players going through story is just work on main story, all right, as much as you can. Oh wow, thank you, Chase Games. That's genius. Look, make your way through. Don't fuss with the hard modes. And you may have heard this in other parts of the community. I remember this is something that I didn't want to hear when I was a new player because I hate wasting experience. But, okay, you don't want to put any investment into your series team. Okay? Yeah, you see, I went through here. I barely put. Well, I think I did this after my first time. I just took the series squad out, and you might think, well, I can leave the low experience units in there and not put resources in, and then bring them. They'll be cannon fodder. They'll help a little bit. Chase Games. Don't be stupid. No, because you want to 3-star these things the first time to not waste time. The experience, the extra, the teeny bit of stamina, and it really is a teeny bit, that you're gonna get on those crap units that you will never ever use. Okay. Okay. Some of them you'll use a little bit, but for the most part, you're gonna go through crap units that aren't gonna help you. And then you're gonna get 1 and 2 stars on these stages where you're gonna have to spend stamina to go back and do it. Now, look, your stamina is not going to feel too important at all for a long time, but once you go further into the game, that little teeny bit of stamina, or sorry, that little teeny bit of experience that you got on those near useless units, you could make all of that up with the stamina and more that you have to waste going back to 3-star those series later. All right. You're gonna want to use all of your experience, your unit experience materials, on your free squad. If you don't remember, if you didn't pay attention, free squad is, most modes have a free squad except for Eternal Road. They'll have a free squad and a series squad. The series squad sometimes is a tag. That's Eternal Road though, I think, only. But yeah, your free squad is just any of your units. You know, you want to get one that goes under the same leader skill mostly, but oh yeah, you could see this one. I'm still not even using the team that I'm going through with right now. But yeah, you want to put all of your experience into your series squad, or your free squad. Sorry, all of your experience items into your free squad. And I've been choosing to use my character items, you know, for the pilots, to get my SSRs, or sorry, to get my UR pilots to 60 first, and then get the others to 45. And then I'm actually not investing past learning their skills. That could be a mistake, because your pilot level does matter a lot. I just haven't hit any walls because of it. Okay, so you might feel like you're lagging a little bit, but once you get all of your party to 70, 80 plus, you're not going to feel it. And my other word of advice on how to use your unit experience is to start with one unit. You can bring the whole free squad and let them get their passive experience, because it actually matters. Okay, they'll level up a little bit. Maybe you want to get them all to like level 30 first before you start specializing on one unit. But ideally, choose a unit with an extra second chance. What we like to call, I like to call it triple step. So all units have a second chance ability on the pilot. But there's a handful of attack pilots that have an extra second chance to allow you to attack 3 times if you down the first 2 enemies. So that is the free-to-play unit that you're given, the G-Quux, not the support one that also comes in the box now, but the attack type G-Quux. If you pilot it with the pilot... what's her name again? Machu? It's been a while. I think that's her nickname. Amade, yeah, Machu. Okay. If you put Matsu as the pilot, Machu, that's basically the only unit in the game that she gives a triple attack to. There's like 1 or 2 others. And they're gotcha SSRs, I believe. I would suggest bringing the G-Quux. And if you don't have Exia or Sazabi, put your experience into her first to get her to 70, 80. Now that there are newer, better units, she's not as impressive as she was at launch, but there aren't a lot of triple attacking units. So I would still suggest putting her on your team. Or at the very least, she's a great option. She was the first thing that I put SP coins into. I don't know if it's going to be the same going forward, but at launch, it was a good idea to put your coins into her because everyone did. So, if you're following guides for harder content, a lot of them were using the G-Quux. I don't know if that's going to continue onward, but it's still a great unit to get you through story mode. But your first choice would be, I would suggest that you use your retry banner pull to get Sazabi or Exia, and then level that unit first. I know that your Burning Gundam is really exciting, but he's overkill for story, so he's going to help you on harder stages. If you're trying to clear a hard mode early, when you're trying to get through challenge, definitely don't ignore your Burning Gundam, okay? Don't ignore him. He's fantastic, okay? Bring him. But you'll actually be better off with Sazabi and Exia power leveled first. And I do hate wasting stamina. It's mostly in my head. It's not a huge amount of stamina, but when you're going through story and you're getting it every stage, you know, you're using these guys for everything, you're not skipping a lot, I would only take units to... I would stop leveling them with items when they're 5 or 10 levels away from max. Not only does that actually let them use the stamina that they're getting from every stage, not wasting it, you do need that experience for other things. You're going to need it for the other members of your squad. You're going to need it for development. Now, I have not utilized any development units in my party. Yeah, none of them at all. But, okay, you're going to need them for character requests. You can fill out the map for bonuses. Some of the panel missions require... There was one, I can't remember what it was, wanted you to finish 2 of the development maps, which is very easy if you just do it on the first one. But you're going to need experience items for the development map. And you can even play games. Some of them will give you, if you're close to an let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, I'm sure that you lose experience in the long run, but say, look at this stage. Okay, so every 25%, it gives you some silver upgrade data. So I could do just a couple of upgrades here, or development rather, a little bit of development here, and okay. It always looks like you've already hit it, and then it's like, no, you have to go way past where it is on the bar, up on top, on the right. Yeah, this bar up here, yeah. You have to be, like on the other side of it, basically. So now we didn't spend any experience there, but we just got some experience. Now, that's going to change in the later maps, but again, your unit experience items are very valuable, so... just don't go all the way to 100. Look, my Burning Gundam has been level 98 forever. Like I said, he's overkill. But anyway, hopefully you got Sazabi or Exia off your retry banner. Okay, it's not necessary. I really meant it when I said on my reroll guide, get your favorite unit. But if you wanted to be strategic, Sazabi or Exia are terrific. Or if you just happen to grab them, prioritize them, then your G-Quux, and then Burning Gundam. If you guys think I'm wrong about the G-Quux, let me know in the comments, because its damage isn't as impressive as it was at launch, but the ability to triple attack and go through grunts is still amazing. Alright, and then just work on whatever URs or SSRs you have. Like I said, if you didn't... I'm using the Briarlint custom, whatever this thing's called. It's hitting pretty well. It's got great range. It's just a nice, versatile unit. I'll probably put my next set of SP coins in there. It's not that important to do. It just fits into my squad, and it's easy to showcase how easy it is to get through this game. Nothing is too hard. Again, I've made it through 2 of the hard modes and 3 of the normal Eternal Roads without even trying. I know I can clear a lot of the hard modes from the earlier story stages, but most of the appeal of clearing hard modes is having relevant material to dump stamina into, and I just have no need for that. Okay. Earlier I did, and now I'm still just... There's plenty of story to go through. So yeah, go through story. The upgrade stages, don't sweat not being able to max it out in the first day or 2, but work on it. You'll find they're really not that tough. It's going to seem like, oh man, this is too much. And then you're just going to kind of hit this... You're going to get over a wall when it comes to experience. Once you get 2 or 3 of your party members up to level 80, you are going to acquire more experience items, higher quality experience items, faster. They're going to come as prizes and drop rewards more often. You just earn more experience, and half of the experience you get through stages comes as items too, in general. So, it's just going to accrue faster after a while. Trust me, you'll never have enough, so be careful with it. but you'll just hit a thing where it's like, okay, well, I don't really need to worry as much about my main unit. Then you can my main squad. Then you can start worrying about not leveling series squads, like just to get through main story, but Eternal Road, you can invest in one or two of those squads there. I had to do that for Zeta. I picked a handful of SSRs that I had from Zeta, and I got through the normal mode. And that'll help me when I go and try to clear those hard modes. So when you start investing into series, okay, do it strategically and don't do it just for one story. Do it for Eternal Road because that's going to unlock panel missions, okay? You know, I've already gone through a bunch of these, but you get a lot of useful things through doing the beginner missions and the intermediate missions and the expert mode. Once you get to expert, you should know what you're doing. Those are a lot more time gated. They're around rank, and you've got to clear an expert Eternal Road or two, which is going to be a lot easier. I'm pretty sure Burning Gundam can nearly solo the second expert Eternal Road. And if you have Unicorn and Burning Gundam, I think they can literally take care of it on their own. Don't quote me on that. And that was with my 2-star, my second, my Burning Gundam on my main account with 2 limit breaks. But yeah, he's very powerful. So don't ignore the panel missions. Some of them will be already completed when you get there, and then some of them, such as doing player rank requests, character requests, need to be completed after you unlock it. So don't completely ignore your panel missions. Look, in the beginning, like your first couple hours, just get through as much story as you can. But the nice thing about the beginner mission panels is as you go through, you're going to get tickets for the premium unit assembly banner. The one that we're never ever spending diamonds on, remember? But those tickets only work on that banner. There is no need to save them. Do not save them. There is no need. That banner isn't getting updated. And if in the distant future it does update, it will most likely use different tickets. That's how these games go, okay? So do not save them, okay? They're the most valuable to you now. You could get a new supporter. You could get more units. Like I said, you don't need to fuss too much about not having the right supporter, but in the long run, incredibly useful to get a variety of supporters. But yeah, and then you even get SP coins from doing these. You can see I'm just a little bit of player experience from getting this. You know, 20 AP, that's nothing. Sorry. Yeah, that's 20 AP spent and getting rank 16. That's nothing. And they help you. You're also going to max out your G-Quux along the way. And then, let me see, weapon upgrades. Don't worry too much about weapon upgrades. Do not try to farm them. Weapon upgrades are going to come passively by clearing hard mode stages, which is going to be your main use of stamina. The events are going to take up a lot. Right now, all right, October 5th, we've got Fierce Enemy Assault up right now. This event is up, I would say, nearly half the time, so I will bring it up. This is where I got my Briarland custom. So if Fierce Assault isn't up right now, and you're like, Chase Games, this is terrible advice because I can't even get that unit. There will be good SSRs that you got. SSRs that you got from your reroll or the current event or even something from the development map that you like. Look, if you've only got 3 or 4 units in your box that you like and you can't stomach the thought of using some crappy SSR that you don't even like, you can go for a long time only investing your unit data is experience in this game, into 3 or 4 units in your squad, and then add something that you get from the current event or from a later development map. So don't be upset with me if Fierce Assault isn't up and you desperately want Shining Gundam Super Mode or the Briarlint or whatever in your party. Okay, you'll get it. Now the older Fierce Assaults will not be as easy to get dupes of the units with. The current ones have missions, so try to do those before they go away. They're actually very easy to do. And again, this is another thing to bring up. I have already completed the 20 stamina mode fight for Briarland. Okay, that's a 170,000 recommended CP. Now, it was a little tough the first time I did it, but then it became fairly easy. I did that yesterday, I think, maybe this morning. But now I can just go in there and skip. You can skip these 6 times a day. There's a limit to how many times you can skip all of the Fierce Assault stages. And every Fierce Assault shares that 6-count skip. I suggest in the future using it on Musha because he seems to one-shot everything, and I don't want to deal with that. You really want to manual him. So, yeah, I just save my skips for him on my main. But, yeah, the Fierce Assault, work on clearing one of the experts, and then you can skip. It's also going to give you a buttload of experience data. You can see, it gives 520, starts giving 30 at a time. So you're going to, if you use a Fierce Assault unit in your party, not only are you going to get weapon materials for it, you're going to get dupes for it. On a free-to-play fresh account, you're not going to have dupes in a lot of things, most likely, other than development units. So you're going to get a very strong unit. You're going to get it duped out. You'll be able to work on its weapon upgrades a bit, because Fierce Assault units only use the items dropped in Fierce Assault to upgrade their weapons. You can't use normal ones. And then you're going to get a buttload of experience on it. I haven't even been concentrating on it. I could have more experience data by focusing on this instead of story, but honestly, more than stamina, it's just more like your choice of where to go is just time and what to do first. Although, these stages are 20 stamina apiece, so they actually will burn your experience pretty fast. Story is just time. All the skipping, and then the dialogue in mid-battle. Like, if you care about the story, oh my god, guys, there's so much content. If you're just looking to get through it because it's a damn gacha, it's a bit of a slog. But, you only have to do that stuff once. Unfortunately, in a couple months, we might go like, oh man, there's nothing to do. But I'm hoping there was a problem when the game was new. I think they are picking up the content. You've got back content to do right now, all these older Fierce Assaults. In just over a week, they're adding a history mode. But again, that's for people watching this when it's new. There's not a lot of there's no cheat modes, okay? I just wanted to make an account and play it myself to let you guys know that there isn't a big secret. Get through story, okay? Use your unit experience wisely. Focus on one free squad, okay? And limit how much you put into other units until you need to start doing Eternal Roads. Is there anything else? Yeah, make sure you do your upgrade stages every day. Make sure you do your character requests every 8 hours. Remember that the character requests come in at server reset, which for me is noon. That's New York Standard Time. And then 8 hours. Every 8 hours. Whether you've done that or not, you get a fresh set. So for me, it's noon, 8 p.m., and then 4 a.m. Figure that out for your local time. But it's server reset, and then 8 hours, and then 8 hours. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about all. Guys, if you have your own questions, ask in the comments, especially on this video. If it's a new player-related question, please put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. If you have a bunch of questions, and or you want to join a community, if you're doing rerolls and you want somebody to judge you and like, hey, should I just start with this one or should I keep trying? Join the Discord. I've got the link for mine in the description. There's a few other ones out there. I'm not involved in any other Discord, so I can't tell you. But, there's some other YouTubers that probably have their own. You'll probably find a link to one or two on the Reddit. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, good luck, guys. I'll be back with more for you soon.